Hello everyone, I am Gabby Vera. This is my video presentation of my summer internship in China. For my internship, I worked with the Public Health Department of the University of Nanchang in administering a modified version of the Nevada YRBS to adolescent high school students of a rural setting. The Youth Risk Behavior Survey monitors 6 types of health risk behaviors that contribute to the leading causes of death among youth and adolescents in the United States. Similarly, China monitors health risk behaviors deemed detrimental. However, these risk behaviors differ slightly from those monitored in the United States due to cultural differences. I will mention them further in the presentation. I worked with the public health students of the Medical University of Nanchang. The department is located in the original part of the university that was established in 1921. Nanchang Medical University is a key or top university, and the department is fairly small but structured in a similar manner as the one here at UNR. My first objective was to become better acquainted with the hosting students and staff and get a better understanding of Chinese cultural norms. This was a crucial step because in Chinese culture, relationships must be established before engaging in collaborative work. To the left, you can see a picture of one of many banquets we attended, and you can see a couple of the deans of the department. To the right is a picture of the hosting students, a visiting professor from Hawaii, and Melissa and myself. This objective addressed competency G5, cultural awareness. My second objective was to collaboratively modify the Nevada YRBS, taking into consideration cultural norms and sensitivity, and administering the survey to 2,000 high school students of a rural high school. This objective addressed competency G8, differences between linguistic competence, cultural competency, and health literacy in public health. It also addressed competency C5, basic ethical and legal principles pertaining to the collection, maintenance, use, and dissemination of epidemiological data. Some of the key health issues addressed during the survey were safety, violence, bullying, self-harm, suicide and depression, alcohol and tobacco use, and sexual activity. The modified version excluded all drug use-related questions due to cultural sensitivity and legality issues. My third objective was data entry, data cleanup, preliminary analysis. The objective addressed various competencies. Competency F8, use of information technology to access, evaluate, and interpret public health data. Competency C3, describe a public health problem in terms of magnitude, person, time, and place. And competency H5, demonstrate team building, negotiation, and conflict management skills. Data was entered into EpiData database in order to electronically consolidate all of the surveys. During data cleanup, we looked for honesty in answers and excluded those surveys that were not 100% completed or had 15 or more of the same answer. The latter was on a case-by-case scenario. Finally, preliminary analysis was conducted on SPSS, mostly summary statistics. In the preliminary analysis, however, it was observed that stress-inducing factors contributing to self-harm and suicide and tobacco use were among the most common behaviors. The Chinese YRBS was administered to 10th and 11th graders of a rural county high school. The YRBS was modified to include questions relevant to issues faced by Chinese youth and exclude those that were not culturally sensitive and/or were not relevant. Cultural competency and language barriers were the biggest competencies addressed during my internship. Understanding cultural norms and building relationships with the hosting students allowed for trust to be built in order for our work to be more fluid. The internship did present many obstacles that put our communication, resiliency, conflict management skills to the test. Resources were highly limited for the third objective. We're not able to access certain websites like UNR databases and analysis tools due to the country's restrictions. Survey construction and formatting, in addition to question wording, was also an issue that arose when conducting data cleanup. More extensive cultural knowledge was needed prior to modifying the survey questions. Administering the survey to Chinese youth provides a better understanding of the health risk behaviors Chinese adolescents engage in, and preview of the potential factors causing and/or leading to this behavior. In having a better understanding, public health officials can begin to formulate and implement programs to mitigate safe factors. Furthermore, programs can teach coping mechanisms and resilience